So the exhaust is loaded up, and we're going to set it up so there's no mufflers, resonators after the cats. And let's just see how loud this beast is going to get. All right, guys, let's get going. So the new system is in place. Yeah, it sounds good, man. It sounds real good. It sounds amazing. I took it out on the highway. I did some acceleration, some revs. I have to say it's a huge improvement over what it is that I had prior. The MagnaFlow competition, it had a very classic deep rumble to it. Definitely no complaints with that, but I have to say after driving this around, it sounds so good. Now the system that's in place right now, there is no mufflers, no resonators after the catback. The only thing that's really on there is their no drone technology, and I have to say that when I took it out on the highway and I didn't have it in sport mode and I kind of just casually was driving it, you heard almost no cabin noise. So I was really impressed with that. Once you hit the sport button, once you get on it, that exhaust really livens up very quick. So I absolutely love that. Now when I took it out on the road, a lot of thumbs up, and quite a few people were actually filming this thing, so it's definitely a huge improvement. Obviously other people are finding it, the exhaust note, pleasant as well. Oh, thank you. I just put a new exhaust on it. It's definitely loud now. You know what's good? There's not much drone. No, so I'm loving it. Thank you. Yeah, it quiets down when I lay off. Now I will say that the catback did not need any custom work. It bolted right on. Everything that was given to me kind of went right up, and the fitment was pretty spot on. The exhaust tips are not exactly the same, but I'm sure that once they get it out on the market, they're gonna get that perfect. But I ended up going with the tips that they provided in the system. The reason why is because the 5-inch tips that I had prior just didn't really fit well. So, you know, this is a little bit more subtle than what I had prior, but definitely no complaints on my end. I think one of the biggest positives about those tips that come with the system is they actually stay pretty cool. So the rear valance will not continue melting. You know, the 5-inch tips definitely did a little bit of a number on the valance. So but with all of that said, you know, guys, so far so good. If you're a kind of person that really wants to get a loud exhaust, but you know, when you're not, you know, in that sport mode, and you're not, you know, trying to, you know, create a ruckus when you're driving, you know, reasonable, cautious, you really don't hear much cabin noise. It's actually nice. This system really does a decent job of making sure that cabin noise is not an issue. You can actually have someone in the car with you and talk at a reasonable, you know, volume and everything. So this is really just my first impressions. And for those of you that have active exhaust, they do have exhaust valves that will clip right in there. So if you have yourself, you know, a 2019, 2020 RT or Scat Pack, there's an area for your active exhaust, so that should bolt right in. And yeah, definitely a very cool exhaust setup. Really happy I ended up giving this a try. And one really good thing that I've noticed right out of the gate is you can hear the cam a little bit more with this setup.